Hello, my name is Mari Plouffe. I'm 80 years old and I've been doing somatics for 20 years. I found it when I was taking yoga, and I'd been doing yoga for about 20 years before that. But somatics enhanced my life tremendously. It changed everything about my doing yoga because it taught me to go inward, and it taught me to pay attention to how I moved and how I felt, and the feelings that I learned about myself just enhanced every yoga posture for me. So when I first moved to this area of San Diego and I began teaching at the senior center, I always incorporated a lot of somatic exercises in my class, and I think that's why they were so popular with seniors, because it slowed them down. And I'm like James, when I would teach, it was like I'd explain every move so that they could close their eyes and get more inward, and it really made a difference in their lives. And I sure think that you'll get a lot out of it too.
All right, the third set is to come, we're going to change positions and lie on your belly. I call this the Sphinx position. So your elbows are underneath, stacked underneath your shoulders, palms facing down, toenails are on the floor. With this one, if you have lower back challenges, one of the tips for this is to push your pelvis into the floor. In fact, let's do that right now. So tuck your pelvis underneath and then release. Good. All right, and so leading now with your back, bring your shoulder blades together and arch your lower back. Good, and then curl over, chin to chest, broaden your shoulders and lift your belly just slightly. Nice. And reverse. Bring the shoulder blades back, keep tucking that pelvis. If you want to use your breath, exhale, round forward, chin to chest. This is a smaller movement than the previous two movements, so do your best. Eyes are closed, take your time, move really slowly. Elbows or shoulders squeeze together. And now broaden the shoulders, chin to chest. Bring the belly button in. And one more time. If this is your first time doing it, this might feel a little awkward because it's so small. So just see if you can notice the subtle sensations and differences. And pressing through the elbows, round the shoulders, chin to chest, come back to neutral. Good job. And then come to hands and knees. This is our last set. You're doing great. All right, so to set up this position, the knees are directly underneath the hips and the arms are directly underneath the shoulders. Fingers are spread wide like starfish and the neck is nice and long. So let's start with an inhale and then exhale, round your shoulders. Tuck your chin to the chest and lift the belly button. Good. And then inhale, slowly come up, arching the lower back, bring the shoulder blades down your spine, and just do this on your own at your own pace. If you're using a breath, this is the exhale, rounding the shoulders. On the inhale, shoulders come back. So in traditional Hatha yoga, this is called cat-cow. This is the cow portion. And then as you're rounding your shoulders, also pressing through your fingertips, this is the cat. This is wonderful to do. You can maybe a few more times on your own. Feel your spine, feel the mobility of your spine. Continue pressing through those fingertips so that you can protect your wrist. You can actually press through the tips of your fingertips. And one more time. Nice deep breath in. This is wonderful to relax and open and strengthen all the muscles surrounding your spine. Great. And then come into a child's pose for integration. So if you bring your big toes together and bring your hips back towards your heels and then your forehead down towards the floor. And if your forehead can't touch the floor, an option is to stack your fists and rest on the back of your top hand. So that was a lot of instruction, so I invite you now in this position to just relax and let go of all the instructions. Another option is to bring your arms down by your side. For some people, you may not be able to get your hips down towards your heels, and there's an option to bring a pillow underneath your hips. Also, another tip in this position is if you have challenges with your knees, you can double up your mat if you're using a yoga mat, or you can use a blanket underneath your knees. If your head still can't touch the floor, then you can just make sure, please, that your neck is relaxed and your shoulders are relaxed. This is meant to be a restorative position, meaning finding your best to just let go and relax.